All router and switches need name, enable secret password, class banner, and no IP domain lookup. Okay, and will be applied in more than one device, so I will use a notepad to copy and paste. Name is the host name at the end, and enable secret class banner message of the day, any text, no IP domain lookup, and copy to the devices, all routers and switches, Phoenix S2, and use the name on the topology, enable configure terminal, paste Phoenix switch 2. Enable configure terminal, paste Phoenix switch 1. Enable configure terminal, Phoenix R1. Enable configure terminal, Phoenix R2. Line console MBTY ports, password login synchronous, exit timeout login. On router and switches, be sure to include descriptions on interfaces. Layer 1, alternate cables to connect the devices that are not already connected. 2 straight through and 3 crossover cables. Okay, this is crossover. Gigabit 01, Gigabit 02, straight through, fast Ethernet 1, fast Ethernet 1, Gigabit 02, fast Ethernet, fast Ethernet 0, fast Ethernet 1, fast Ethernet 0, fast Ethernet 2, okay, 2 straight through, 3 crossover, configure Phoenix PCs according the networks in the diagram. Default gateways should be the first IP in the network. However, the PCs may use any other valid within their network. Phoenix LAN 3 PC may use a static address for testing, however, it will be need to change to DHCP later. Phoenix 1 okay, just this long one 192.168.101, 192.28. Okay, 192 is the network, so 193 the default gateway. This can be 194 or 195. Okay, it can be 193, 194. So net mask 28 to 40, and the first for the default gateway 193. LAN 2. LAN 2, 192.168, 102, 128, 26. 129 is the first, 130. 26 is 192. And the default gateway, the first IP, 129. Great. Okay, LAN 1 again. Okay, and this PC should be on LAN 1. Okay, LAN 1. 193 is the default gateway. 194 already said 195. Okay, 28 to 40. 193. Okay, LAN 2. 129, the default gateway, 130 in use, 131. 26, default gateway. Okay, LAN 3 should be configured with DHCP. Okay. And Phoenix switch 1 and switch 2. Create and configure all VLANs and assign the proper access ports on the PCs for the PCs. Okay, these are the VLANs and the names. Okay, this is the name for the VLAN and this is the number for the VLAN. Okay, VLAN 100, name, management, VLAN 101, name, Phoenix LAN 1. Case sensitive, VLAN 102, name, Phoenix LAN 2. VLAN 99 name native. Okay, 4 belongs Phoenix S1 paste port number 14 to LAN 1. LAN 1 is this Phoenix LAN 1 of 1. Okay, 1 of 1. Interface 14 switch port mode access belong 1 of 1. And 17 mode access LAN 2 is 102. Phoenix switch 2 based 20 switch port mode access switchport access belong 1 of 1. 5 102. Okay. Configure a tron link between switch 1 and switch 2 using the native VLAN 999 gigabit 01 and gigabit 02. Okay, Phoenix 1 is gigabit 02. Switch port mode trunk. Okay, switch port trunk native VLAN 999. This is gigabit 01 switch port mode trunk switch port trunk native VLAN 999. Tron link between Phoenix switch 1 and Phoenix router 1 using native VLAN 999. Okay, Phoenix switch 1 fast Ethernet 1. Switch port mode trunk, switch port native VLAN 999. Management VLAN 100 and create switch virtual interfaces and default gateway. Okay, Phoenix switch 1 interface VLAN 100 IP address. Okay, and use this VLAN 100 192.168 100 208 29. 209 is the fields. 2010 should be for the switch. And the subnet mask 29 is 248. Now shut down IP exit IP default gateway. Use the first gateway. Ready. Phoenix switch 2 interface VLAN 100 IP address 211 248. Now shut down exit IP default gateway 209. Ready. And Phoenix Switch 2 needs port security on fast Ethernet 20 to allow 10 max, restrict violation occurs, and no sticky. Okay, Phoenix 2 20 and fast Ethernet 20 switch port security maximum 10 violation restrict. No sticky MAC address and should be the MAC address of this PC, LAN 1 PC. Only use this ipconfig/all space/all and copy this on the configuration. Enter. Ready. Phoenix 1 router, configure fast Ethernet 0 with an IP address on R1, R2 network. Okay, this link R1, R2 network to 2030. I will use the first IP to 2130. Description. And shut down. Serial 0 from an IP R1 BRDR network. Okay, this link and this link R1 BRDR to 24. I will use the first to 25 and 30. Description. Now shut down. Look back 37 IP address. Okay, look back interface. IP address. Okay, this 172.16.37.0.24. I will use the first 24. Description. And shut down. Router on a stick on fast Ethernet 1. That 100 encapsulation that 1Q protocol VLAN 100 and IP address and use the first 1 of 9 because the network is 1 of 8. Okay, the first is 1 of 9. And the subnet mask 248. Description. Okay, I'm using the name of the VLAN. You can use any. 1 of 1 subinterface, encapsulation, 1 of 1, IP address, 1 of 1, 193, 28 is to 40, 102. Oh, okay, the description for 1 of 1, description. Okay, 102 encapsulation, and 129, 102, 129, 26. Description and native 999 encapsulation native. Okay, be careful here. No IP address, and enable the physical interface. Now shut down. Okay, configure RIP version 2. 5 network statements, passive interfaces, including the loopback and SSH. Router RIP version 2, no auto summary. Network. These 3 networks, okay, they're directly connected to the switches. But for the network, use this LAN 1. I'm sorry, LAN 100. This 100 to 08. And this is enough for the VLAN 1 of 1 is the LAN 1, 1 of 1, 192. 1 of 2, 128. The serial link to Phoenix BRDR router is this 1010 to 24. Okay. In the link for Phoenix router 2, this network R1, R2, 1010, 220. Okay. Configure the passive interfaces, the subinterfaces, and loopback 37. Okay, SSH, username, guest, password, SSH pass, case sensitive, exit, username, guest, password, SSH pass, IP domain. Okay, IP domain name. Okay, crypto key generate RSA. Okay, crypto 224 modulus SSH version 2 IP SSH version 2 login local and transport SSH, but this is on the VTY line from 0 to 15. Login local to use the local user and transport input SSH to only use SSH and no use telnet. Okay, Phoenix R2. All three interfaces with IPs from the appropriate networks. Okay, and the topology says gigabit 01 facing Phoenix R1, gigabit 01 IP address. This is the network R1, R2. The first is in use. I will configure the second 222. 10, 10, 10, 222. Okay. Description. No shutdown. The link to Phoenix BRDR router, gigabit 00. The network BRDR R2 is 216. I will use the first 217. Okay, 217. 30 description. No shutdown. And the connection to the PC, the LAN, gigabit 02. Okay, this is the LAN 3. Okay, LAN 3. So should be the first IP on LAN 3. Okay, look at the topology, LAN 3 on gigabit 02. 192.168, 103.1, and 25 is 128. Description. No shutdown. And configure RIP, two network statements for directly connected networks. Passive interface should be configured on gigabit 02, the local interface. Okay, but I think it should be 3 network statements. Okay, because R2 has 3 directly connected networks. Okay, router RIP version 2, no auto summary network. Okay, first of all, this LAN, because first of all, this network. Okay, this R1, R2 network 220. This second BRDR 216. And the third one, LAN 3, 1030. Okay. The passive interface gigabit 0 to ready. Configure the HCP for Phoenix LAN 3 and the name Phoenix LAN 3 gain sensitive, the DNS server and the default gateway. Okay, and exclude from 1 to 10. Okay, so the IP address on LAN 3 PC should be 11. Okay, and first of all, exclude exit IP DHCP excluded address 103.1.103.10, and now create the DHCP pool. Subnet mask is 24, 25. The default gateway, the default router, the first one, and the DNS server is DNS server is this 140 198.840. Yeah, so test on LAN 3 should be 11. So this is okay, but DNS is not configured. Go to static and again DHCP and success. DNS 11, subnet mask. Okay, and add this DNS to this DNS to the another PCs, copy and paste here. Okay. Okay, Phoenix BRDR router Ethernet 0 on BRDR R2. Okay, this link. Okay, BRDR R2 216 to 17 in use to 18. Theory. Okay. Description. No shutdown. That is enough. Serial 0. Serial 0 is connected to the cloud. Okay, the IP address is here 209.65.200.138. Okay, 138, 248, description, link to internet, no shutdown. Serial 1, the connection to R1. Okay, the IP address of serial 1 is in this R1 BRDR 225 is in use should be 226. Okay, the description link to Phoenix R1 and no shutdown. The default route to ISP using the exit interface. The exit interface is serial 0, IP route, the default route quad 0, and the exit interface serial 000. Read version 2. One network statement for directly connected Phoenix networks. Okay, and should be 2 because there are 2 directly connected networks. The third one is connected to internet, and serial 0 is using the default route. So do not need to configure this on RIP, only these 2, because it's saying 1 because the both links are RBRDR. R1 BRDR is 224 and BRDR R2 226 216. Maybe it's trying to say to use only 10 10 10 10 0 and will include both networks. I will include 2 networks, and at the end I will correct if it's necessary. I will use my own method for now. At the end I will modify all the necessary to get the 100%. And rather read version 2, no auto summary. Network. Okay, Phoenix R2 BRDR. Okay, 216 and BRDR R1. R1 BRDR 224. The passive interface use the serial 0 because it's using the static default route, and the static default route should be sent to other routers. Okay, so the passive interface is serial 00 and default information originate. This is the redistribution of default static route to the neighbor routers. Use a static NAT to allow outside address turn out 65 200 to 40 to access Phoenix 1 R1 on loopback 37. Okay, and a static NAT okay, and exit NAT inside source static. Okay, mark question. IP NAT inside source static. Mark question. Inside local IP, the inside local IP should be the loopback 37. Okay, and loopback 37 is this 172.16 37.1. The global IP should be this 140, 200, 140. 209, 165, 200, 140. Okay, but you need to configure the IP addresses. No, you need to configure the interfaces for NAT. Serial 0 is the outside for NAT. IP NAT outside. Serial 1 inside. IP NAT inside. Fast Ethernet 00 inside. Now configure dynamic NAT. Use serial 0 with overload path. Okay. Exit IP NAT inside source for NAT create 4-line standard access list named Phoenix NAT. So NAT will use a list, an access list. IP NAT inside source list, and the name of the list will be this Phoenix NAT. Okay, case sensitive. Phoenix NAT. Use on interface serial 0 with overloads. That means path. Serial 0 is the outgoing interface to internet and use overload. Now create the access list, IP access list standard. Okay, a standard and this name, Phoenix NAT. Okay, this name, enter, and then allow 10.10.10.0.24 permit 24, but use the wildcard mask. Okay, 72.16.37.24. Okay, 37.0, 24. 0016. 16 wildcard. Finally, stop all other traffic. Deny any. Ready. Okay, Dallas PCs according to the networks in the diagram. The default gateway should be 1. Others and hosts should be number 2. And link local should be number 10. Okay, LAN 1, Dallas. Okay, it's using IPv6. Okay, static. Okay, LAN 1 Dallas. This 3 of 1. Three of 1 should be the number 2 for the PCs. 64 and gateway should be 1. 301 1. The DNS server is up here. Okay, ready. Link local should be 10. Okay. Okay, 10. LAN 2. Okay, 302. And the second should be 10. Gateway should be 1. 302, 1. Copy the DNS. Ready. Okay, but once connectivity is verified, Dallas LAN 2 will be changed to IPv6 autoconfig. Okay, okay, verify connectivity. Only try to configure the Dallas VRDR router. Okay, the router connected to the cloud. Activate IPv6 routing. I activate IPv6 routing on Dallas VRDR. IPv6 unicast routing. All routing will be done through static routes. Okay, configure interfaces with the IPv6 addresses. Okay, serial 0 facing internet. Description. And use this network 100. IPv6 address because it's version 6. 100. The topology says 2. Prefix 64. Okay, the link local is 2. Okay, IPv6 address link local 2. Link local. And fast Ethernet 00, not shutdown. Fast Ethernet 00 is facing the Dallas R1 router. Use network 200. Okay, this 200 BRDR R1 200 and use number 1. 200, use the number 1 prefix 64. The same link local to description link to DALS R1. Now shut down. Create a default static route using the exit interface to the ISP. The exit interface to the ISP is serial 0. Okay, IPv6 routes. Okay. Using serial 0. Make static routes for Dallas LAN 1 and Dallas LAN 2, 64 prefix, and fully specified. Okay, IPv6 route. The Destination LAN 1, 301. Okay, use the network 301 and prefix 64. Exit interface was Ethernet 0. And for fully specified, use the NetHub IP address 202 Dallas R1 interface IP address 202. For LAN 2, the same interface, the same NetHub. Right. Now configure Dallas R1 IPv6 routing, exit IPv6 unicast routing, configure interfaces with IPv6 addresses. Okay, for Fast Ethernet 01, IPv6 address is 202.64. The link local is 3. Description. No shutdown. And for Fast Ethernet 00, use the following sub interfaces. Okay, 01 encapsulation.1q protocol 301 IPv6 address 301.164. Oh no 63. Remove that and 64. Description. .302 encapsulation IPv6 address 302. 1 description. The native 399. This is native. So add the keyword description. Enable the physical interface. Fast Ethernet 0 not shutdown. Okay, ready, and configure the link local. Okay, also on these sub interfaces. Okay. 3. Okay, it should be 3. Link local. Okay. IPv6 DHCP to include the DNS server address in the DHCP updates. Okay, exit IPv6 DHCP pool. The name of the pool should be this DAR DHCP. Okay, enter. Mark question. The DNS server. Okay, DNS server. Okay, the DNS server is this. Okay, this DNS. Enter. Okay, and configure the subinterface for LAN 2 to include the DHCP server pool and the proper IPv6 ND flag. Okay, network discovery flag. Exit. Okay, interface. This interface for LAN 2 subinterface 302 IPv6 DHCP mark question server and the name of the pool, this pool. Okay, enter, and the proper network discovery IPv6 mark question and the network discovery mark question other config flag. Okay, and other config flag. Ready. Okay, verify this on LAN 2. So use autoconfig. But Dallas switch 1 is not configured, so this will not work for now. Okay, and you need to configure Dallas switch 1. Create a default route using fully specified configuration. Okay, exit IPv6 route, the default route. Exit interface facet ethernet 01. Next hop is BRDR router. (200) number 1. Ready. Fully specified. Okay, but it's only IPv6 route, no router. Okay, enter. Okay, this is very good. And router on a stick configuration. This is ready. Now configure Dallas switch 1. Create VLANs. Okay, this belongs 301, 302. Exit. The name 302. The name and 399 native. 6 on 1, 16 on 2. VLAN 1 is 301. VLAN 301. Another interface 16. Mode access. Access VLAN 302. Ready. Configure tron link to the router, the tron link on facet ethernet 2. Switch port mode trunk. But use the native. switch port trunk native VLAN 399. Okay, VLAN 399. There is no management VLAN on this switch, no IP address. Now you can verify the autoconfig on this interface, on this PC. Okay, it's not receiving the auto configuration. Okay, show running config. On Dallas switch 1, the trunk is configured on fast Ethernet 1, and this is the mistake, should be configured on fast Ethernet 2. Okay, according to the topology, should be fast Ethernet 2. Configure terminal interface fast Ethernet 1. Remove the configurations. No switch port mode trunk. No switch port trunk native VLAN 399. Fast Ethernet 2 switch port mode trunk. Switch port trunk native VLAN 399. Ready. Okay. Show interfaces trunk. Okay. Fast Ethernet 2. Show VLAN brief. Okay, 6 and 16. Okay, now it's configured, very well configured. iNet 1 PC this PC create 4 equal sized subnetworks from this. This PC is part of the second subnet you created, okay, the second subnet. Okay, the base is this. Okay, the prefix 25 should be divided on 4 equal sized subnetworks. 125 supports 126 addresses. 4 equal sized should be support 30. Okay. Okay, and just this with the to support 30, use 27. Okay, this will be the first one. The second one is 160. The third one, 192. And another 224. And finally, use this, okay, this subnetwork 2. And the default gateway should be the first, and the PC will have the least usable IP. Okay, the first is 161, and the last is 190 because the broadcast is 191. Okay, this is the first and this is the last. Okay, so the default gateway, the gateway 161, the PC 190. 172.16.48. Okay, for the PC 190, the subnet mask is 27.224. Okay, and the first IP is 161. 161, and the DNS according the topology ready. Traffic originating in this PC will be able to reach Internet DNS and Cisco.com. All the Phoenix PCs should be able to ping each other. Great. From this ping to this IP, success. This success. This success. This 103.11. Success. Phoenix switches. Okay, this IP address show running config. This IP 100.211. One hundred to 10. Cisco.com. Cisco.com. Okay, success and successful. INET 1, okay, this IP success. But Dallas PCs should be able to ping each other in inet2 and cisco.com. Okay, from Dallas LAN 1 ping this IP success. inet this success, and finally ping to cisco.com success. Okay, maybe you need to add descriptions and interfaces to get 100. Show running config, fast Ethernet 01 and 14 and 17. Configure terminal interface for Ethernet 01. Description, trunk link. Okay, 14 and 17. Description, access port. Okay, also the interface VLAN 100. Interface VLAN 100. Description. Switch virtual interface. Okay. Thank you very much.